My name is Diana Sierra. I am an industrial designer and the CEO and co-founder of B-Girl. B-Girl is a company that is dedicated and focused on empowering women through design. And the reason why design is so important is because access to design and products is crucial for people to actually access opportunities. So right now as we speak, 40% of the girls in rural Africa are dropping out of school because they don't have something as essential and fundamental as a sanitary pad. Like for me, that was heartbreaking as a woman and as a designer. And that was the very reason why I decided just to focus my energy and my skills into solving that problem. So the very, very beginning of this whole project was just to replicate a regular disposable sanitary pad with materials that you have handy. So we did it with an umbrella and a mosquito net. And it's very simple. I mean, this prototype that I have right now, it's way more elaborated, but it's just as simple as this. So you have a waterproof layer on the bottom with a mesh on top, and you can stuff this with anything. You can put there pieces of cloth, cotton from the garden, toilet paper, anything that you have. But we also learned that sometimes, yes, you may get the pad, but where are you going to attach it? Sometimes you don't even have underwear. So we went from this idea to something even more exciting, which is a panty pad. And the panty pad is exactly the same solution that we had. You know, we just have a beautiful panty that stretches and fits several sizes, and you have the little pocket where you can stuff with things. So I know that this is a very simple proposition, but it's a proposition that could change girls' lives. And this is the reason why I decided to go full front with this idea and just run with it. Part of solving the problem as a designer, as a woman per se, someone who knows the issue, is not only to put products there. I think a huge piece of is informing and talking to people and let them know that this is a huge problem. When I went to Uganda, I come from a developing country myself. I'm from Colombia. And I grew up in a very tiny town that we barely made it in Google 2 years ago. But I had pads. So I never thought that actually that could be an issue. But when you go and see that, when you get the chance to experience, then is when the aha moment comes. And I think that's an important piece and part of educating people and let them know, you know what, menstruation is becoming a huge burden for girls. So menstruation matters, and menstruation matters a lot because the fact that because you don't have a sanitary pad or something to protect your body from something as simple as having your cycle, it really becomes a burden for girls. And it's just a very simple principle, and it's the principle of being able to move, to go to places, to go to school, to go to the market. Like the fact that just because you don't have access to that product, you're grounded and locked inside your house. And even further, that you can't go to school. It matters. It matters because what is the point of investing in education if you don't have the tools or the means to stay there in the school and actually go through the classes normally? So menstruation matters because if it's not addressed properly, something as beautiful as being a woman and having your normal cycles becomes a nightmare. So it's a matter of dignity. It's not a privilege. It's not a matter of like a luxury. It's just a matter of making sure that you have the very basics that you need as a girl and as a woman to live your life with no burdens, to basically just go and jump and participate in the football class if you want. It's just part of making sure that you can embrace who you are and you're proud to be girl. One of the key things, as we were talking in design, is to be able to work with the user. So right now with Plan, we are working in Ethiopia, and we have girls in peri-urban, urban, and rural areas that we're testing the product. As I said before, we have two solutions. One is the pad, a high-performance pad, and the other one is the panty. And it may be a no-brainer to go with a solution that is the panty in a pad because it's addressing two issues, but I always think that it's important that you heard that from the girls. it's not just making assumptions, but you want to make sure that you respect the user in every level. So we partner with Plan USA and Plan Ethiopia, basically to create those networks where we can actually test the product and get really good information that actually is going to drive the way that we put this solution into the girls' hands. So I think it's important and it's crucial that we understand that, yes, you want to help girls, but you want to make sure that they are the ones who are telling you how do they want to be helped, how do they want to be sponsored, how do they want to be supported, because that's the way that we can actually create real change.
Nazalaki mobungi ulimbisi mabunga nangae nazalaki mokufi